What is going on, my fellow vegans, my plant-based foodies? This is another episode of the Fit Foodie Podcast, and this is the place for plant-based foodies for vegans that want to lose weight, feel great, and elevate their lives. What's up, guys? Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Happy Monday. Hopefully, your week is off to an amazing start. Today, in my classroom, actually, I was not with students. It was a day off for us, but it was a training day. So all day in training, and I could not wait to get home and get live and produce some value for you guys. So thanks so much for joining me on this episode, guys. Much love. Hopefully you guys are off to a great start. Maybe you got your workout in already. I know I got my steps in. I'm at 9,000 plus, almost at 10,000. So get those steps in every day, guys. And don't forget, start your day off with a good 20-minute walk and you knock out a good 2 to 3,000 steps first thing in the morning, right? So anyways, guys, the topic of today's episode is effort is never wasted unless keyword, right? So I want to share why this topic is important and what you need to know about the effort that you're putting into your fitness journey and into what you're doing with your fitness goals. If indeed you have some, or if you've been thinking about, getting on a fitness journey and working on a specific weight loss goal or something that you want to accomplish with regards to your health and fitness. So of course, it takes effort. It takes work. You got to put in the work, and you have to show the effort for results to happen. Right now, the key idea with this topic today is that effort is never wasted. Is that you will see results just by putting in the effort every day, and you don't have to make monumental changes in order to see these things happen. And the main thing to know is that the smallest effort will compound over time and you will see the results, because fitness is a journey. It's not like a destination. Guys, I struggled for years as a vegan since 2007. I struggled for years being on a yo-yo dieting vegan. Basically, that was me for years, a yo-yo dieting vegan, going back and forth and seeing results and then going back. First, when I first went vegan, it was effortless weight loss for me. I lost more than 45 pounds just because I was on the standard American diet, and losing that weight, going vegan pretty much overnight was easy, pretty much an easy situation for me. And it was amazing. I felt great. But then eventually I kind of plateaued. And for years, I just was yo-yo dieting vegan, always going on different challenges, always going on different weight loss, programs and doing different things and buying these ebooks and trying these different programs that would work. And then I would just go back to old habits and just gain the weight back. And I was that skinny fat vegan, just yo-yo dieting over and over again, losing the weight, gaining it back. And it really wasn't a fun situation. It was not a good thing. And the reason for that was because I didn't have the idea that fitness is a journey, that it's a lifelong journey, and it's not just something you embark on for 3 months and all right, cool, my fitness journey's done. I did a 3-month program and I'm done. It's a lifelong thing. It's a forever thing. Fitness is a forever thing. And that's one thing that I was missing earlier in my mindset and in my understanding, and that is that fitness is a lifelong journey, and you don't need to make these drastic major changes in the shortest amount of time. It's a lifelong thing, right? So that's where the concept of today's episode comes from, that effort is never wasted. But I do have a keyword thrown in there, unless, right? So just know that the mindset here is that fitness is lifelong, it's forever, it's a lifelong journey, and that your effort will go a long way, and it will compound over time. Now, I do want to touch on the idea of it's never wasted unless, right? So you could be taking action, but taking the wrong action and not getting anywhere, or worse, taking 2 steps back, right? So fitness effort is never wasted unless, first, number one, if you're not taking the right action, you will go backwards, you will not make progress, and you could possibly take 2 steps back. So for example, if you're trying to lose, say, 10 plus pounds, and you're spending hours on the treadmill doing cardio, or you're restricting yourself from eating the foods that you like to eat, and feel that you have to go on a diet and restrict and eat, in a severe calorie restriction because that's what you heard is going to work for you, but you're not seeing any results, it's the wrong action, and it's just going to lead to burnout, and you're never going to get anywhere with your journey. Or if you feel, you need to get that gym membership, and start going to the gym 5 days a week and just pounding weights and get burned out again, it's taking the wrong action, right? And it's not really going to lead to success. And that's the case where effort can be wasted, right? Effort can lead to not getting the results that you want. So it does come down to putting in the effort, but it matters on the type of effort that you put in, right? Putting in the right effort. So uh, I'll give you some steps, action steps, as I like to do in these episodes, some actionable items that you can do so that you make sure that you're putting in the right effort and seeing the results. But just know that your effort can be wasteful if you are putting in the wrong effort and not putting in the things that will move the needle for you in your fitness journey and in your, with achieving your goals, your fitness goals. As a vegan foodie, as a plant-based eater, someone who likes to live the vegan lifestyle and wants to do it and be fit at the same time, right? And the second way is that effort can be wasted is if you're approaching things with the incorrect or the mental attitude that is not going to lead to where you want to get to. And having the wrong mental attitude and the wrong mindset around what you're doing, what you want to accomplish, can lead to effort being wasted. It can lead to, you not seeing the results that you want, because if your mindset is not in the right place and you don't have powerful enough reasons and motivations right here, right? Because the mindset is a key player in on this journey, right? On this lifelong fitness journey. And if you don't have the right mindset in place to begin with, it's going to make the effort that you make possibly go to waste, right? So if, for example, let's use our 10 plus pound weight loss goal example, right? If you're going into it because you're wanting to, I don't know, show off to an ex-partner or ex-husband or wife or whatever, or you're doing it just for this one event coming up, maybe it's a wedding or you're going on vacation, and you don't have nothing else beyond that, and your mindset is just set on this one thing, then it's going to be a temporary thing for you. You're going to achieve this fitness goal and you're going to go on this vacation or do this wedding and then go back to old habits, and the mindset's not there to see the long lasting success, right? The success that you want to last, that's going to be enduring. So, approaching it with the correct mindset is key, right? That's key. And again, I love to have action in these episodes so that you can do something with it, right? So I'm going to tell you what I like to do for as far as mental attitude to make sure that you're approaching not just every day, but your fitness journey with the right mental attitude, right? So let me take a sip of my drink here, 1 second. And the last thing is, if you're taking effort, like let's say you're doing the right things, it can be wasted if you're not really knowing if the effort that you're putting in is getting the results that you want. So in other words, tracking your progress, tracking what it is that you're trying to accomplish. So going back to our 10 plus pound example, let's say this person is 180 pounds and they're trying to get to 170. Well, if this person isn't tracking what they're doing and seeing if they're getting the results that they want, then how are they going to know if they're being successful? Their effort might as well be going to waste, right? So it's important to track to see if you're making progress, track to see if what the effort that's being put in is actually doing something. Is it actually making a difference? Right. So maybe hopping on the scale once a week or every day and taking the averages of, your weight for that week, something, right? So maybe it's because you know how powerful meal planning and eating your meals and eating your food is for weight loss. Maybe it's, did you have your meals for that day? Just take it one day at a time, but tracking your effort will determine whether you're actually making progress, and not tracking is you're basically not knowing. You might hit it. Okay. You might be successful. Cool. Or you might not. It's just, you're kind of in the dark and you don't really know whether you're going to get there or not. Right. So that's the key. So effort is never wasted unless, number one, you are doing the wrong kinds of actions that aren't going to lead to the results that you want. Number two, you're approaching your journey with the incorrect mental attitude and the mindset that's not really supporting you. And number three, you're not tracking what it is that you're doing to see if the results that you're getting or the effort that you're putting in is actually giving you the results that you want. So that's definitely key. Now, I do want to share with you what you can actually do so that the effort that you put in is actually making a difference, is actually moving the needle in the direction that you want to go in your fitness journey as a vegan, as a plant-based foodie, as someone that loves to eat, just like me. I love to eat, right? But how to do those things and still enjoy a fit lifestyle as a plant-based foodie, as a vegan. And I'll share with you the actions that, in my opinion, and I've shared in previous episodes before, are the basic fundamental things that you can do to reach your goals and to make it something that lasts for a lifetime, that's enduring, right? So for me, the five fundamentals are: number one, your nutrition, the food that you're eating. You have to eat your food. Got to eat, right? And of course, planning your food is for another episode, but number one is your nutrition. Number two is your training. And we'll break down training again in another episode, but tracking your training. Number three is having some kind of morning routine that is setting your mind up for success for the day and getting yourself in the right mental attitude for the day, right? And then number four is your sleep, because sleep and recovery is where the gains really happen. So, and where the weight loss happens. So it really comes down to having quality sleep. And then number five is your steps. Unless you're unable to walk for whatever reason, walk. Walk is all the cardio you need, right? And also maybe if you're in a specific sport or some kind of athlete that you need more than that, then obviously walking is not going to be enough. But the basics, the fundamentals, that those are the five keys. Now, if you want your effort to count, then show effort in those five areas: nutrition, training, morning routine, mindset, sleep, and steps. And your effort will never be wasted. And those little things that you do will compound over time so that you're able to see results in your journey, right? That's the big difference maker. Now, as far as the right action, those are the five things. Now, as far as addressing the mental attitude, I mentioned that one of them was the morning routines to set up your mindset for success. That's how you address it, because mental attitude is not just one decision you make and then that's it. Like if you say, I'm going to go on a journey and I'm going to lose, 10 pounds in the next 3 months, and I know I can do it. I already see myself as a success. Let's go. And you still have 3 months of work, which means every day you got to set yourself up for success, because you got to work on your mind just like you do on your body. So having a morning routine is key for that, right? So addressing the mental attitude aspect of it comes down to some kind of success routine or morning routine that gets your mind right for the day, right? Every day. And then the third part that I mentioned about tracking is definitely want to track what it is that you're working on. Now, those five things are the fundamentals. Now, don't feel overwhelmed and feel like you have to do all five right away. Start with one and track it, see some progress, see some success, and then from there you can bring in the other ones and see some progress, right? So the smallest effort, guys, the smallest effort in these areas will make a huge, huge difference. And then, and only then, is your effort never wasted. So, guys, let's recap. Your effort is never wasted unless, number one, you're not taking the right type of action to reach your fitness goals. Number two, you don't have the right mindset for getting to where you want to get. And then number three, you're not tracking anything to see if you're making any progress. So you definitely want to change so that you're able to do those things. And I recommend, against the five fundamentals. So what can you do so that you're taking the right action, so that you have the right mental attitude, and so that you're tracking is you track these five basic fundamentals, right? Number one, your nutrition. Number two, your training. Three, your sleep. Four, your morning routine or your mindset routine, success routine in the morning. And then five, your steps. Are you getting steps every day and doing your walking and staying active, right? That addresses these three things on how effort can be wasted. So do these things, practice them consistently, and your effort will never be wasted. Now, guys, I don't want you to feel like overwhelmed that you have to do all these things right away. Even if you start with one thing, even if you are just beginning and you say, I want to have my breakfast meal to be, a healthy bowl of oatmeal or a smoothie or whatever healthy breakfast you want to have. And if that's that one thing that you do, then that is effort that's not going to be wasted and that will compound over time. That's going to build on each other and it's going to allow you to then move on to something bigger. Maybe now bring in lunch or dinner and these other meals, right? So start small if you have to, but just know that the small effort that you're putting in today is going to make a big, big difference, not only now, but tomorrow and in the future. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Fit Foodie Podcast. Thank you so much for joining me. Please, I hope you found value in this. And if you did, please, guys, share, spread the word, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you guys or any future topics that you would love for me to address here on this episode. I would love to hear from you guys. Much love, much peace. Have an amazing week. This is Luis Medrano, head coach at Vegan Body Goals. This is the Fit Foodie Podcast, a place for vegan, plant-based foodies that want to lose weight, feel great, and elevate their lives. Guys, peace, love. Have a great day.